Hey, free thinkers. My life lesson this morning is dress for success. And I'm going to tell you why you have to dress for success. Because I've seen a lot of people complaining that they go to job interviews and they're racist because they're the most qualified and the person, they pick the white person, right? So growing up, my parents always tell me the early bird catches the worm. And my grandparents tell me dress for success. So, backstory, I got my job, and my job did not have a uniform requirement. So, I used to wear a suit every morning. Again, I get up at 4 o'clock. Even today, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, do what I have to do. My shift was 8 o'clock, and I'll be there at 7 o'clock. So, every morning that I came in, the manager and the supervisor and the employees used to laugh at me. Look at this idiot coming in here dressed up in a suit. What an idiot. So that didn't deter me because my grandparents always said to me, dress for success, dress for success. And a lot of times, some of these haters are actually your biggest promoters. And hear me out. A lot of times, some of these haters are your biggest promoters. So the director came 4 times for the year. And this particular time he came, they were having a meeting, the managers and the supervisors. And I walked by and the director glanced and says, "Who is that?" And they told him, one of the employees is an idiot. He comes, shows up here every morning in a suit." And, we spoke to him a couple of times about wearing the suit. But I don't know what kind of conversation they had with the director. So he said he wanted to meet me. So before he met me, I guess he sat down with the supervisor and manager and asked him about my attendance. They said, "Well, he has perfect attendance. Guy never took off. Guy has a lot of annual leave and comp time and sick time. This guy is always here. He's punctual. How's his work? His work is good. His work is good. It's just the only thing is that he keeps showing up here in a suit." So again, you see how they got interviewed about me without me even knowing. I knew this because after the I got promoted, then they told me the story. So the whole time they were actually my biggest they actually promoted me, right? The supervisor and the manager, they actually gave them a good reference without even knowing that they gave me a good reference. So finally I meet the director and we sat down, the manager, my manager and supervisor was there, and he's going over my record and my conduct, and he's telling me this is excellent work. He said, "But why do you wear a suit?" So I explained to him that my grandparents always told me to dress for success, and my parents told me the early bird catches the worm. He says, "That's why you're here at 8 o'clock." What is that? Why you're here at 7 o'clock and you start at 8? Yes, because I'm just always punctual. So hour after that, he says to me, "Listen," and I looked at the supervisor and the manager's face because I know in their minds they're ready to tell me not to dress like this anymore. That's what they were thinking in his mind. He said, "Well, for you being in a suit, which the job that you have," and I looked at their face like they were like, go in on them." He said, for the job you have, it doesn't require you to have a suit, and you've been wearing these suits now for almost how long? It's almost a year, going on 2 years now." He says, "Okay." He says, "So I look at your code, your conduct, and everything, and your supervising manager said that you're a good employee. You have excellent attendance. So I'm offering you not a I'm offering you a supervisor position." Really, the look on their faces. He says, "Yeah, because the position you're in right now doesn't require you to wear a suit, and you've been doing this for almost a year now. So I'm going to put you in a position that requires to wear a suit. We're going to give you a increase in pay, a good supervisor's benefit plan, and you start, you know, following month because I have to go through the paperwork." So the manager didn't say anything, and the supervisor didn't say anything. And a month true to time, I walked in, and there go my name, deputy coordinator of operation on the door. The shock to everybody's dismay. The shock. These people that were laughing at me now, I started supervising. I do their time cards. I'm now in charge of them. So, little while passed, and the director came by, and he let me know when he started how somebody looked out for him because that's the way how he came in. That's the way how his parents told him and his grandparents told him. The early bird catches the worm. and dress for success. And this was a white man. So this had nothing to do with color. It's the fact that I came up, showing for what I wanted and who would look at me. And all these people who thought they were doing me bad actually did me good. So, young people, I say this to say it, life lesson. If you're going for a job, dress for success. Do not show up there in hoodie and sneakers. Do not show up there not dressed in a suit. And trust me, you can get a nice suit. You ain't got to go buy no expensive suit. Get a nice suit and come in for the promote the position that you're looking for, instead of showing up for the position that you think you're going to get. And don't blame this on racism, just that you wasn't qualified because of how you showed up. And you may have had the qualifications, but you didn't dress for the position. Life lessons, free thinkers.